man. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So y'all got Flaujae to apologize a few weeks ago from all the backlash from her song Put It on the Floor remix. And then today, we get Alexis Morris apologizing for her comments that she made about the youth need to get more opportunities and the vets should be pushed out, which had a lot of validity to it. I think it's a layered subject, but it's a lot of validity. Now, I'm not mad with the apology because I understand it's politics. It's probably a lot of people in their ear. And you see a lot of people on Twitter, when a lot of people was getting off the plantation, like, man, we got to get out of here. Like, this ain't it. A lot of people scared. No, man, we get 3 meals. We got clothes. We got this. Like, man, it's a free world, man. They own us. Alexis was one of them that was trying to rebel and get off the plantation. A lot of y'all, y'all just been beaten into submission, and you don't know how to eat and produce something on your own. So you scared. You scared to speak. You scared if you say the wrong thing, your boss gonna fire you because you don't know how to go get no money outside of the working for somebody. I think in her situation, at her age, a lot of us would have said the same thing. If you just had that type of height in a national championship and you played the way that she played and you see the viewership and what has come after that, you're going to feel like you deserve an opportunity. She wouldn't be the first player in any league that has maybe not all the way been there from a talent perspective, but brought other things to the table and was given the opportunity. And that's all she's saying. It's a lot that she brings to the table. It's a lot that LSU group brings to the table. So she just wanted her chance, just like most people didn't think they would make it to the big stage. And then on the big stage, a lot of people probably did. After Iowa whooped on South Carolina like that, a lot of people ain't think they was going to show up the way they did. But given the opportunity, we see what happened. So she just wanted that same opportunity at the highest level. And it's not just about her. This conversation is so layered. It's so many pieces. Like, I felt like it's a conversation that the WNBA should take advantage of. We got to stop running from certain topics. We got to stop being scared to talk about race within the WNBA and racial bias that some feel. Like with Sabrina getting a signature shoe before Asia. We got to stop that because we can't have any growth if it's only one perspective or it's only safe things being said. I think having someone in a leadership position within the WNBA with some vets, some rookies, players that have been cut, players that was cut, and then they end up working their way back to the league. I feel like this is a good conversation. You might have multiple episodes just off this one subject, but it needs to be spoke on. And I don't think she should have been attacked the way that she was. I feel it's corny. A lot of y'all just bullying on the internet. That's why I don't be going back and forth. Like, I see certain stuff in the comments, like y'all trying to troll and all that. Like, I don't be caring what y'all talking about. Like, I like the positive stuff, but as far as like just that negativity and trying to tear me down or something, like if I'm saying something that you disagree, like we can have a conversation and respectfully disagree, but once it reach that line of disrespect, man, I ain't trying to hear that because I know, in real life it's a whole different ride. So I don't like, but she's a female, so I really don't like to see a lot of y'all trying to bully these young athletes. They already got going through enough. She already had to fight back to be in the position that she was in last year. So to get to that point and now y'all trying to tear her down again, we don't know what type of mental health. It's just a lot of trauma in that. And I just see different stuff that she posts. I seen the tears in her eyes, and I'm standing with you. Alexis Morris, through whatever you got to say, you standing on, you being fearless. That LSU Kim Mulkey brand, a lot of hate is coming from a lot of people not liking Kim Mulkey and her politics. But again, you can't control how people think. Some people are Democrats, some people are Republicans. This is America. This is why we love our country. You can't hate a dictatorship in the case of, or what you feel is totally wrong with Brittany Griner, and then try to make the same thing over in America and make thought just a monolith. Like, you only can think one way. Y'all got to get outside the box. Like, you ain't going to take Nas. All she's saying is this. If you got a car for the 16-year-olds, I don't care how good you think Nas is. They not trying to hear that. They want to hear somebody with the shiesty mask talking about smoking they ops or getting some money. Like, it's just a new time, new era. You going to be attracted to what you feel is closest to you for the most part. Now, of course, you're going to get your anomalies to, want to hear the Nas and stuff like that. But for the most part, you need that young energy. You see it in every other field. I don't care what y'all say about the singing rappers and the mumble rap. The rap industry pushes them to the front. The youth, 16. We see how old was YoungBoy when he came in? How old was Kodak? They give them that opportunity to grow and be the face of this thing because that's what sells. The NBA, they push out people that we still thought could play. Boogie, we seen Carmelo just retire recently, and that's what I was saying with the tweet that Alexis Morris retweeted when I was in her comments. Like, we see this go on in the NBA. In boxing, Jake Paul, a lot of people felt that he shouldn't be there, but he brought a whole package. What she's saying that she feel like she brings. He brought a whole package. And in turn, regardless of what you thought of his skill set and the traditionalist boxing fans, he got a lot of boxers paid based off his name. And that's why I say you might come for Alexis Morris, but y'all would have left with Bree Jones, even if you didn't get what you were supposed to get from Alexis Morris. So sometimes you just leverage that attention that these players are getting. Now, for Alexis, man, I just say continue to work on your game and don't trap yourself in one box. I feel like because you will speak and you haven't been like putting, because they want to put y'all in your place. You Flaujae, they want to put y'all in your place. That's why she got the backlash, even though she said, and it's 9/11 blowing smoke just like them towers. But she said rest in peace right after that. Her mindset was, I'm like I said with the young rappers, she's not smoking ops in her song. She's not gang banging. She's not talking about selling dope. So she didn't think, and she wasn't alive during that time. So she don't really know the impact of 9/11, but she didn't mean any disrespect. She doesn't have a history of hate or anything like that. So the backlash was unwarranted. Y'all forgave Justin Bieber when he was talking about he wanted to kill a NIG. It'd be one less lonely NIGGR and he'd be part of the KKK. When Eminem was talking about black women are bees and saying the N-word in his songs that Benzino put out, the Eminem racist tapes, y'all all had understanding and forgave them and pushed down everybody's throat that they wasn't racist. They was just young and we needed to forgive them. So to have that same understanding when we dealing with these two in the LSU, y'all got to get that hate out your heart. South Carolina fans, y'all got put out by Iowa. Y'all came to the championship and ain't live up to what y'all was supposed to do. It is what it is. Let it go. LSU became the face of women's basketball. It is what it is. Angel Reese, like she said, she make more than most top players in the league. It is what it is. I know that rubbed a lot of y'all the wrong way, but y'all got to let it go. And as far as development, I think that's going to regress too at the college level because you got the transfer portal and NIL. So it's only so strict and so disciplinary you going to be able to be on these young players, especially at the top level, because they can make more than a lot of people in the WNBA, and they can come together if they don't like your program and go to another program and form a super team. A lot of them going to come into college, I believe, with super teams. So coaches are going to have to turn it down or you're not going to survive, or players just going to keep leaving. So, yeah, don't expect this to be the last situation. It's going to be more of your favorites that probably won't make it. As far as expansion, I'm staying away from America. After seeing what I seen in Canada, the 19,000 fans, that would be the direction I'm going in. I'm not wasting no time on. I would be more focused on packing out the American arenas that we have. Get that down pat. Clean up home first before you add something else. As far as adding two, if one of Canada, we see that could possibly be a consistent reality of what we seen. The next place, it'll probably be like Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, somewhere that's already conditioned to go to women's sports. And we see they have success with going to women's soccer in Mexico, women's boxing in Mexico. So, and we see the NBA entertaining, putting their next franchise in Mexico. So that's something that I would consider. Alexis, man, tap in with the volume. I think you would be good over there. Only thing is, if you have a podcast, I want you to have an actual set, not just showing your face like how Draymond. I think with a set, just people being able to see your personality in full, it's just a beautiful. It would be a beautiful thing to see. Even the WNBA, I don't think it would be bad to hire Alexis Morris. You know, if she not going over, I know she said she going overseas, but you know, you can do it virtually. She don't have to necessarily be there to do the podcast. Like, I don't know. I just think we got to be more accepting of thoughts that we don't share. I don't have to agree with everybody. And we might have different ways of doing things, but we can get to the same point. 5 plus 5, 6 plus 4, 9 plus 1, and we can still get to 10. So y'all forgave Justin Bieber. Y'all forgave Eminem for their racist comments. Had that same level of forgiveness and understanding when we talking about Alexis Morris and Flaujae. But to both of y'all, just know y'all under a microscope, and everybody at LSU, everybody waiting on y'all downfall. The players that's still there, y'all better make sure y'all in that gym. Because the first loss is going to be, you know, all hell going to break loose. So just keep that 50 Cent Hustler's Ambition on play. You know, I need you. I need you to hate so I can use it for energy. You know, y'all got to keep that type mindset because that's what it is and that's what it's going to continue to be. Y'all the most hated right now, but, you know, through it all, I'm standing with you. So y'all keep hating on the LSU and we going to keep winning. Alexis Morris, you know, I understand the apology. You know, it is what it is. We understand you politicking. And for all the haters that say you ain't wrote it, you know, they going to say it's Photoshop. I'm out.